I feel like ever since the release of Fortnite back in 2017, modern gaming has dug itself in such a deep hole it's nearly the same as the average woman from Birmingham. Like, please explain to me why every single fucking release seems to have a battle pass, a battle royale mode, or some other form of useless live service content, and it's not even exclusive to online games anymore. Like, why does this fucking indie Pokemon clone have a battle pass? It's quite literally the closest I've seen to a retro Pokemon since Nintendo released the Game Boy Advance. On top of all this, it feels like gaming developers are just constantly getting greedier and greedier while subsequently getting lazier than anything I've ever seen before. Like, why are shoes in Fortnite the equivalent cost of a Big Mac meal? And even if these games don't have insanely predatory monetary blocks in place, 9 times out of 10 they'll be so unoptimized they make Cyberpunk on release look like The Witcher 3 now. And on top of this, with the recent development of things like DLSS and FSR that use AI upscaling and frame generation to push a game to a playable state, it gives developers even less of a reason to optimize their games to even an acceptable state, because why should they? They can just give you a button that magically gives you double your frame rate with very little effect on the visual fidelity of the game. From a time and cost standpoint, it doesn't matter to them as long as you buy the game. Let's take Stalker 2 as an example. I'll show you a split screen perspective now of the game with and without FSR enabled, with the frame rate counter, and you'll be able to see the insane difference. I know there'll be people in the comments saying some stupid shit like, well, maybe you just need a better PC, god. Imagine not having a 9th gen Ryzen with a 4090 Ti and 128GB of RAM, you fucking moron. And yeah, I'll admit, my PC isn't top spec in this day and age, but it's still very much better than your average PC specs, and if I'm struggling to achieve playable frame rates, then imagine the struggle for someone who doesn't revolve their entire life around their PC. It is genuinely depressing. Editing Itchy here, I forgot to add shader caching, which appears to be in every single fucking game and takes 14 years to complete, so fuck you to every developer that does that bullshit, because there is no need! Now recently the Game Awards took place, and out of the 6 games nominated for Game of the Year, 4 of them were Japanese developed games, one of which was a goddamn DLC. I don't even know how a DLC gets nominated to be Game of the Year, it's kind of in the name, Game of the Year, but whatever. One game was a Chinese developed game, and the last was a fucking indie game developed by one person from Canada. If that doesn't tell you how shit the gaming market has gone, I genuinely don't know what will, but oh well. I'm just gonna go and buy the next Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Return of the Big Russian Dick Geezer. This is another fairly short video, I do apologise. I still have a few long form videos in the works, but wanted to get something out before I end up taking another 2-year hiatus. And with that being said, if you did enjoy this video, I do apologise for your clearly undiagnosed mental illness. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can catch my next batch of amazing slop. If you'd like to catch up with me anywhere else, my Twitter and Discord will be linked in the description. And I'm off to cut my balls with a cutthroat razor. Peace.